Welcome for the Boxing Voice. I'm here with TM14 Promotions, John T and Ace. Is that how you prefer to be referred to?
That's what you can do, Aaron Masih.
Aaron Masih it is
no,
then.
You need a full name actually.
Guys, second show of the year here in Cardiff. Great show. Saw a new Celtic champion crowned. How do you assess the night?
Yeah, I mean it was a great night, wasn't it? I think the fans come out in full force. Obviously our first time down here in Wales. I think there was great support for the fighters, and I think it was really good fun. Great headline as well. I mean it's good to get out and about. I think, like I said, we're looking to put on so many shows and be very active this year. We've got a few lined up as well. It should be next out in Maidstone, Kent area, probably around early May. That's yet to be confirmed, but that is looking very likely. And then we're obviously back in Brentwood in June. But yeah, we've got more dates lined up. But yeah, it was great.
I like the name of that, by the way, back in Brentwood.
Yeah.
Carry on.
It's like I said, it's good to be active. We want to be active, and our first time here in Wales. We loved it, didn't we?
Yeah, it was wicked. Look, you pretty much nailed it there, so I won't ramble. But firstly, the vocal, how loud the crowd were. They would definitely come out in force for their boys, and you can tell they're loyal, territorial, if you like. It was a good fight. You know, some great prospects down here. Everybody's been really warming to us. It's our first time that we've come to Wales. We didn't know the fighters like we did on the previous shows because we live a lot nearer them. We spend a lot of time in the gyms with those fighters, and we know the managers, the trainers, other promoters, and obviously the fighters. So it was a little bit blind for us coming down this week, sort of like putting on a show. But the feedback's been great from them. You know, we've done a good production for them. So I think some feedback was that they liked the better production. And all the fighters were coming up to us going, when are you back here? Can I come out next time? So, and a great title fight today. It's always nice to have a title fight. That's back-to-back shows of the title fight. And Craig did really well, you know. I'll be honest with you, I thought it was a 50-50 fight on paper. Probably thought that Ronnie might win it, in my opinion, because I thought it was close. But, you know, hats off. And the judges' scorecards for me were very accurate there. He definitely won that, probably by those margins. But yeah, great time here.
Yeah, as you mentioned, a couple of those lads, big ticket sellers. So if you want to come back here regular, already got some ready-made local stars, if you like.
Yeah, we've definitely a couple of other big ticket sellers. Give a shout out to J Mum. We were running the door for a little bit. Promoters who were mucking in because people who we thought were coming to take the tickets didn't come for one reason or another. So we were taking the tickets on there, and we were trying to greet people and say, who you here to support, who you following, you know, have a great night. And then eventually, after about half hour, we went, are you J Mum fans?
Yeah, it's J Mum back to back.
J Mum was a big ticket seller, but there were quite a few of them on here that were Kieran Jones for me. Whilst Craig won that title and fought really well, Kieran Jones fought the show for me. I kind of predicted it in my head. It's easy saying it after. He's a 10-time ABA champion. My understanding is he's class act. You know, knocked him out 3 times in round 1. And just one quick one on the opponents. You know, they were all foreign opponents. You probably see sometimes foreign opponents who come over, but they don't always go for wins or they don't make a good account of it. You know, a lot of these boys come out with cuts and nicks, and actually we were sort of like sat down doing the payments with them, and they were like, bloody hell, they come here to beat me, and a little bit of surprise. So I think for the fans, the fights were good. And you know, I said to these fighters, it's good when they're good tests because the fans get better value for money, and actually you guys probably learn from it because it's a tougher fight. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Jay Money's from Swansea, isn't he?
He is, yes.
So he says that if Swansea weren't playing...
Actually, Jay's from Cardiff. Yeah, Jay's from Cardiff. You're thinking Ben Crocker's from
Ben
Swansea.
Crocker, okay, yeah. He did say he'd like to do a fight in Swansea if he could.
Yeah, so like Aaron's already mentioned, I mean, I'm still in front of it, but we don't mind going anywhere. What we'd like to achieve, you know, some promoters use the same place all the time and it works for them and it's great, and I'm sure that's good, but what we want to do is go around, build up great relationships with gyms and trainers. You know, we've been down here just yesterday, feel like we're good friends down with people like Gary Lockett, really respected trainer who flipping trained the whole world in Wales, and he's like, yeah, come down, and you know, he had quite a few fighters on there, so we would be willing to go to somewhere like Swansea if it was the right venue. And sometimes, you know what, the hardest thing we find is finding a venue, because you can find venues at 600, 700, 800, but if you want that jump to 15, 1600, 2000, they're not always easy to find, are they?
I think it's just like you said, finding the right venue. Everything sort of has to fall in place, and yeah, I think let's see what it is when they do. Then I think for any future everything is right, and we can put on the best show that we want to, really.
Yeah. All right, gents, it's really late. I know you've got a lot of business to attend to. Look forward to Maidstone. Roll over May.
Always good to see you, mate. Shout out for the Boxing Voice. I love you. I still work for you.
John T, Aaron Masih, thanks for being to the Boxing Voice.
the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, from title, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.